Welcome to Bucci Creative's video editing tutorial. In this lesson, you'll learn how to edit your videos step by step, from start to finish. This course is designed especially for complete beginners, whether you've never edited a video before or you only have a little experience and want to improve your skills. Everything you'll learn here can be applied to almost any video editing app, including CapCut, InShot, and others. The principles remain the same across platforms. For today's class, I'll be using CapCut to demonstrate the process.
This is a practical step-by-step guide, so let's start from the very beginning. On your screen, you'll see this plus icon right here. This is what you use to import your videos and photos from your phone. When you tap on it, it takes you directly to your gallery, where all your saved clips and images are stored. From there, select the video clips or pictures you want to use for the project you're working on. Once you're done selecting, tap Confirm, and you'll notice that all your files are now arranged on the timeline. Now, what exactly is a timeline? The timeline is the main workspace where all your clips, audio, and effects are organized in order. It shows you how your video will play from start to finish, and it allows you to control the timing, position, and flow of every element in your edit. I do hope you are jotting down all of these points.
First and foremost, always make sure your video is set to the correct aspect ratio. On your screen, you'll see the option labeled Ratio. This is where you go to choose the format for your video. Tap on it and select the aspect ratio that matches the platform you're creating for. This could be 9:16 for TikTok and YouTube Shorts, 16:9 for regular YouTube videos, or other formats for platforms like Facebook and Instagram. Choosing the right ratio ensures your video displays properly and looks professional on any screen. You'll also notice other options here, such as split, speed, and animation. Don't worry about those for now. We'll cover them during the course of the video, so ensure you watch till the end.
The video I'm creating here is a non-verbal video, meaning it doesn't rely on spoken words. Instead, the actions and visuals communicate the message. For this type of video, I always import the background music first. This helps guide my editing and allows me to trim my clips in sync with the rhythm and energy of the song, especially when placing transitions at key moments, like during a crescendo. Now look at this icon labeled Add Audio. Tap on it to open more options. From there, select Sound, and it will lead you to an interface. Tap on the file-looking icon, and it will take you to the audio interface. Here, you can also extract audio from an existing video. Most video editing apps, even free ones, offer this feature. For example, if I select this video, you can see that the sound is automatically extracted and can be used in my project. This is useful if you want to reuse audio from another video. However, for this tutorial, I won't be using that option. Instead, I'll be working with a specific background song. Next, I select my preferred song from my device storage. Since I already know the name of the song I want to use, I simply search for it. This is very helpful, especially when you have many songs saved on your phone. Once you find the song, select it, and it is automatically added to your timeline. As you can see, the music starts playing immediately. However, you'll notice that the original sound from the video clips is still active and is interfering with the background music. So I quickly mute the audio from all the video clips to avoid any distraction. After that, I begin trimming out the unnecessary parts of the videos. In this case, I'm creating a YouTube Shorts video, and these videos should not be longer than 60 seconds, so keeping the timing in check is very important. To trim a clip, simply hold one end of the frame and drag it to where you want the video to start or end. While doing this, you'll see timestamps displayed on the screen, such as 0.00 seconds. These timestamps help you control your timing and guide you on exactly where to stop and where to cut. At this point in our trimming, we're going to introduce what is called a keyframe. A keyframe is a marker that allows you to control movement, zoom, or position at specific points in a clip, helping you create smooth animations within your video. Now, how do you apply this? It's very simple. On your screen, you'll see this diamond-shaped icon. That is the keyframe icon. For this clip, I want to create a zoom in and out type of effect. To do that, first, make sure you are at the beginning of the clip. Then tap the keyframe icon to set your first point. This is where the animation will start. After a few seconds, I zoom in on the clip. Then, after another few seconds, I zoom out. By doing this, I'm creating a smooth zoom in and zoom out effect using keyframes. Let's watch the result. As you can see, the clip gradually zooms in and then zooms back out, giving it a dynamic and professional look. And this is just one example. With keyframes, you can create many different types of animations. You just gotta be creative. Now, aside from using keyframes, there are other ways to add effects to your video clips. Most video editing apps already come with built-in animation tools. On your screen, you'll see options like animation and style. These contain different preset effects you can apply to your clips. Under animation, you'll find effects such as fade in, slide, shake, and other motion styles. There is also a duration control that allows you to adjust how long the animation lasts in your video. Simply select the effect you prefer and adjust the timing to fit your scene. Under Style, you'll also see several creative options, including autofill and even 3D zoom effects. These can instantly enhance the look of your video with just one tap. The key is to experiment. Try out different effects and choose the one that best fits the mood and message of your video. For this particular project, however, I'll stick with keyframes because they give me more control over the exact animation style I want. Now we continue with our trimming because we're not done yet. Trimming is an ongoing process, and you may need to adjust your clips several times as you edit. Let's pause at this particular clip. For this part, I want to split the clip. So how do we do that? First, highlight the clip you want to split, then look for the icon labeled Split at the bottom of the screen and tap on it. Once you do that, the selected clip is divided into two separate parts. Why do we split a clip? It can be for many reasons. Maybe you only need one part for a specific scene. Maybe you want to remove an unwanted section, or maybe you want to rearrange your clips. Whatever your reason is, this is the tool you use to do it. Most editing apps have a similar split feature, so once you understand it here, you can apply it anywhere. Now that the clip is split, you'll notice that the arrangement is a bit disorganized. For example, I want this clip here to come before this other one, so I simply long press on the clip I want to move and drag it to the correct position. Once it's in place, everything looks good and flows properly. So now I continue with my trimming and refining the edit. Now, let's talk about speed. For this clip, where the student is running, I want to make the movement feel more urgent, like, oh no, I'm late. To achieve that, I'm going to increase the playback speed. You can see the speed icon right here. I tap on it, and it opens the speed adjustment interface. From here, I simply drag the slider across the different calibrated levels until I find the right value. In this case, I'll set it to 1.4 and preview how it looks. Wow, that already creates a strong sense of urgency and energy in the scene. It fits perfectly, so I'll stick with it. Next, I add a short clip at this point to make the storyline clearer and more natural. After inserting it, I do a bit of trimming to make sure everything flows smoothly. And just like that, the workflow is coming together nicely. Now, we're almost at the final stage of editing this video. At this point, we'll be working on text and animation, starting with text. If you want to add text to your video, maybe to explain something or show a message, this is how you do it. In this scene, I want to draw attention to a specific moment, so I'll add text to make the interaction between the teacher and the student clearer, almost like a visual dialogue. To do that, I navigate to the icon labeled Text and tap on it. Then I select Add Text, which takes me to the typing interface where I can enter my words. But I don't want to use plain text. I want to present it in a speech bubble to make it more creative and expressive. So I open the bubble options and choose the style that fits the scene best. I apply the bubble to both parts of the dialogue and then type in the text I want. After that, I adjust the font and style until I find one that matches the mood of the video. I also want the word again to stand out, so I highlight it, go to the style section, and change its color to red. This helps communicate the teacher's anger more clearly to the viewer. You'll also notice that the text has its own frame on the timeline. This means you can control exactly when it appears and disappears. So I adjust and trim it carefully to make sure it shows up at the right moment and doesn't stay on screen longer than it should. Now, let's talk about transitions. A transition is the visual effect that connects one clip to another, helping your video flow smoothly instead of jumping abruptly between scenes. As I continue editing, I'll be adding transitions between some clips, not all of them, because this depends on the style of video you want to create. You can choose to add transitions wherever they fit your story. You'll see this icon right here. That is the transition icon. When you tap on it, it opens a library with many different transition options. Some of these are locked because they are part of the Pro plan, which requires a subscription. But even on the free plan, there are still many great transitions you can use. For this particular scene, I'm choosing the black fade. It helps create a sense of reveal, almost like uncovering the true reality of what the student is going through. It fits the emotion of the moment, so it works perfectly here. For other scenes, I'll select transitions that best match their mood and purpose. You should always choose transitions based on the message and story you're trying to tell. Remember, video editing is about communication. You're using visuals to pass a message, so your transition should always support your storytelling, not distract from it. Now, let's preview the entire video and see how it looks. Wow, look at how cinematic this turned out. Everything flows smoothly, the story is clear, and the visuals are engaging. I'm genuinely happy with how this video came together.
Now we've reached the final stage of this edit. All that's left to do is export our newly created video. Honestly, this part is always exciting because you get to see all your hard work come together. Before exporting, I'm going to remove the CapCut watermark. Having done that, my video is ready. I've received many messages from people who struggle with watermarks on their videos, especially on CapCut. So I've put together a simple guide on how to create watermark-free videos on CapCut. If you're interested, you can send me a DM on Telegram. My Telegram link will be in the description of this video. Just send me a message stating CapCut, and I'll reply as soon as possible. Now, let's export the video. Make sure you export in 1080p or 720p for the best quality, so your video looks clean, sharp, and professional on any platform. And if this tutorial has been helpful to you, if you've learned something valuable today, please do me a favor and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It takes just a second, but it means so much to me and motivates me to keep creating high-quality content for you. Thank you for watching. Keep creating, keep improving, and I'll see you in the next video.